My husband was a pastor, and the Lord just spoke to my heart in a special way that we were to have a school. In my mind, I just saw the children playing on the field. Out there was a lot of grass. So I went to the board and asked if we could start a school, starting with a preschool. And they said yes. And as a result of that, we only had one student enrolled. Give me that, I'm still waiting for him. The second day, we had 4 students. And by the end of the month, we had over 20. And we just grew so fast. With the preschool, we just overgrew. It was a waiting list of a year to get in. So then we started the academy. We started with 2 different pastors, 2 different principals. One was from Calvary Chapel, Costa Mesa, who had retired. And then the second one was just too strict with him. So we finally got Beth. She's a phenomenal teacher, and she loves the children. And her children go here too. So we were very fortunate to get Beth out there. Thank God we got her.
I am Beth Holliday. I am the principal here at the Academy for Calvary Chapel, Yorba Linda.
My name is Chris Pinson. I came to Calvary Chapel in 2002.
As a parent and as someone who works here, the biggest thing that sets Calvary Chapel, Yorba Linda Academy and Preschool apart from other schools, it's really a family feel. We're a very small community here. We get to know the students and the families very well. And as they grow through the program, we really get to know each child individually. We understand if there are circumstances that are going on with their families. We're really able to minister to those families, and that's what I think really sets us apart. It's not just about teaching them their academics, it's really about caring for that child as a person, and that's the biggest thing that we try to do here, and that's why it's such a huge ministry. We're really here to love on them and just show them the love of Christ, and how hopefully pouring that into them, that they will go out into the world and show that to others, and that's huge for us here.
Our staff is a staff of people who all could go elsewhere and make lots of money and do lots of things, but they've chosen as a ministry to be here. They feel like God has called them here, and they pour their lives into this place. And they have Mrs. Holliday, who takes very, very good care of them and nourishes them and grows them so that they're able to be to the children and to the families what they need to be. And our staff is a great team here. I had started working here for Mrs. Holliday and was also at the same time experiencing losing my mother. From Grandparents' Day, my mother went to heaven the day before Grandparents' Day, and this entire staff took care of my children because I had to be with my mother. And they took care of my children, and they loved on my children and helped them through a very difficult time. And because of that, it still makes an impact on their lives today, and they talk about that even now today, 13 years later. So the community is a wonderful, wonderful thing, and it blesses the children, not just academically and socially, but just helps them in a lot of different ways in their lives, that they're able to grow and be amazing people in whatever they decide to do.
And I'm the history and science teacher in junior high.
I'm Sarah Devartanian, and I'm the junior high math teacher.
My son goes here now. He's in preschool, and I know what a loving environment this is for students, and I know he's protected and he's safe and he's loved at all times. So I love sending my son here, and I felt the same way here. So it is a great environment just to have all children, and you're learning about Jesus, you're learning about content for history and science and all the other subjects, but you're also fellowshipping.
Why I chose Calvary Chapel is because I went here starting in preschool, so when I was 18 months old, I went all the way through. I really enjoyed it, so I wanted to also take my experience being here and also impart that on the new kids who are here.
My favorite teacher of all time was Miss H, or Alex Holliday. She was so impactful to me. She was there. Junior high is kind of a stressful time for kids because you're going through all these changes, but Miss H was always there. She was always a constant. She just taught me to love my students like her own, and I am always thankful for the legacy she's left with us.
She was one that the most impactfully made me feel like I can do whatever I wanted to do. She always believed in me. She always pushed me harder and told me I can go as far as I wanted to go.
And I've taught at Calvary Chapel for 20 years.
My name is Judith Salazar, and I've been working here too for 20 years. I was asked to come to work by Sally Holiday. Since the beginning, she was an awesome mentor in my life, not only professionally, but also personally. She inspired me to become a better person.
She's been a very good mentor and a very good person to talk to when things are going up and down in your life. She's just been very good.
And this is actually how Calvary Chapel feels. I feel like it's not only the place where I work, but it's also the place you grow with your relationship with God. You see it with her, with Sally, and you see it with Beth and all the people that are in charge of our church.
One thing I'd like to say about Calvary Chapel Academy, it loves their children. The teachers care for their children. They love the Lord. Academically, yes, they're very concerned academically that they're ahead of anybody. But spiritually, it's beyond anybody. Because the spiritual also that they get, they wouldn't get at other schools that we have here. It is just awesome.